Hi there, welcome to Mr. Nice Guy's Kitchen, episode 6, season 1. Today we're going to show you how to make vegan cinnamon buns. So, first step to this recipe is going to be making your dough. To make the yeast mixture, you want to add 1 cup of warm to hot water, and you need 4 teaspoons of dry instant yeast. You need 1 teaspoon of sugar, and you basically just combine those into the hot water and stir it until it all dissolves, and leave it in a warm place for about 5 or 10 minutes while you get your other ingredients ready. So what you want to do now is you want to take 1 1/4 cup of milk and 2/3 cup of vegan margarine, and basically just add everything into 1 big measuring cup. And then what you're going to do is you can microwave it for about 1.5 minutes, or you can put it onto a stove if you don't want to use a microwave, and just melt the margarine, and you want to combine all the ingredients. You want to add 2 teaspoons of salt. After you've got your milk and your margarine and your salt added into 1 big measuring cup, you want to add 2/3 cup of sugar. So the next thing you want to add is your 2.5 teaspoons of egg replacer. Now that you've done all this, your yeast mixture will have risen a little bit and it'll start getting foamy. And then you just want to add your yeast mixture to the wet ingredients that you've put in the microwave or heated up on the stove. Then you just want to mix it in thoroughly and get that yeast going through the fluids, so that when you add it to your dough, it's all evenly combined. After you've got all your wet ingredients mixed in with your yeast, and you just need 6 cups of flour, but you're going to start off with 5 cups of flour in the bowl and leave 1 cup to the side for sprinkling on the table. So now you've got 5 cups of flour in the bowl. You want to just add all of your wet ingredients into it and mix it thoroughly. Okay, so after you've incorporated your 5 cups of flour with all the wet ingredients, you want to just dump it out onto a clean, lightly floured, smooth surface. Now what you want to do is just you're going to try to work this last cup of flour into the dough. So you want to knead it probably between 5 and 8 or 9 minutes. You want it to be really smooth when you're done with it, and you just have to keep adding flour to it until it doesn't stick to your hands anymore. After you've got your dough ready, you want to take a nice bowl like this and a handful of some vegan margarine and just get it all around there like that. And once you have that ready, you just take your dough like this, pop it in there. So after you've let your dough rise for about 90 minutes and it's doubled in size like this, then you just want to take it and dump it out onto a lightly floured surface, and you're going to stretch it out. After you've got your dough laid out on the table and it's about 1/4 inch thick, you want to put a nice thick layer of vegan margarine all the way across the top, and with some cinnamon and sugar and some walnuts or pecans. It's up to you.
So the filling is basically a cinnamon walnut with a little bit of chocolate powder in it. First of all, you just make your dry ingredients, which is 1.5 cup of brown sugar, and then 4 tablespoons of ground cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of cornstarch, and 2 tablespoons of chocolate powder. So we're just going to whisk that together, make it all blended into each other. This is going to be really good cinnamon buns. This is like cinnamon and chopped walnuts and a bit of cocoa.
Okay, so now that we've got everything spread out, we're just going to roll it up, and we're going to start from the long ways first. Ta-da! That's done. Make sure that you have a couple pans ready with lots of vegan margarine put inside of it, And then you want to sprinkle a good thick layer of brown sugar over the top of the butter, and that's going to make it kind of caramelize the bottom of your cinnamon buns when they come out of the oven. Now that you've got your pans buttered and sugared, you're just going to use a long piece of string like this or some dental floss to use it to cut through and make your cinnamon rolls. So they're done, and now you want to put them into your oven at 176 degrees or 350 Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes until they get golden brown on the top, and then they'll be ready to go.
So for the last and final step, we're going to make the vanilla glaze to go over the cinnamon buns. Okay, so you're going to need 2 cups of icing sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 4 tablespoons of your choice of vegan milk. And just put it in a bowl and mix it up. So you want to mix that until it's all dissolved into each other, and when your cinnamon buns are completely cooled, you can drizzle this however you like over the tops of your cinnamon buns.
Okay, so I have to say that I was a little intimidated to learn how to use yeast, but once I did it the first time, it was actually very easy. And out of all of my years of baking, this is the funnest, most satisfying, coolest recipe I've ever made. And I really, really hope that you guys enjoy it.
Wow, oh my god, look at that. That looks amazing. This is amazing. That's
This
really
doesn't
good.
get any better than this at all, ever.
Nuts,
If you wake
everything.
up at 6 o'clock in the morning and you get this ready,
Look at that.
and you bake it for your loved
That's
ones or your family or
cool.
friends or boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, and they wake up to this, you will be a part of their life forever.
Wow.
Holy shit. Alright. See ya.
Until next time. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you next time, and happy baking, everybody.